What's going on, YouTube? This is your buddy Will Smith here, coming at you with a commentary on some rush attack gameplay on Damavand Peak. I don't want to spoil it for you, but we're going to win this one, and I'm going to get the MVP by PTFOing. That is the name of the game. Got to play the objective. My friend Daniel and I were chatting here on the spawn screen, wondering where our buddy Brian had gone to. We'd been playing with him most of the night up to this point. We were about 2 hours in, and I was about 4 beers in, but we were having a good time, and we were playing the objective, and we were occasionally fussing about USASs and useless teammates and whatnot. So we took a couple minutes to look around for him, find out if he'd made his way back in yet. We get text messages when our PlayStations freeze on each other and whatnot, and we'll talk about it. So anyway. I love pushing the left side on this. There's no quick and easy established route. I mean, you'll see guys from the D crew like Colin and Don't Blink, Jay Kaiser, the rest of them, just pushing like mad over here on the left side. They'll run along the top of the rocks, just having a good time. Occasionally going out of bounds and whatnot. But my favorite little thing is to tippy-toe over this little wall here, and occasionally I will hit that wall and actually make it across. Sometimes I'll get in a gunfight, sometimes I won't. But as you can see, both MCOMs are planted here, so I'm hanging back, and I'm going to defend the plant. We're going to try and make it as long as we can. Part of playing the objective is working your kit, how it's designed to be worked. As you can see, I tossed out a med pack there for my teammates. If they're taking fire, they can fall back on me, get a little bit of health back, and stay alive long enough that we can take out this base. So anyway, we make pretty quick work of them right here. As you can see, we get both MCOMs in a hurry, and we're just kind of rolling through here cleaning out the defenders that are left that didn't get killed beforehand. And, I get knocked down. So I guess I'm about 1-1 here at this point, and feeling pretty good about being me, because I made it down that far without getting killed. We took out the base before I got killed. We were taking care of each other. We're calling out our targets, calling out enemies, and we're still looking for our buddy to spawn back in on us and enjoy the fun. So a lot of times what will happen when PlayStation Network freezes up or whatever in the party system with PlayStation happens, you get split up. Your squad won't be put in together as a squad. You get spawned in on separate teams, and that's all well and good. We have a good time with that too, because once you get finished with that game that you're in, you'll get put back in the same, I guess, lobby is the best way to put it without using a COD term too bad. And you can chit chat about it and talk about how many times you got shot in the face by your friend. But anyway, it's all in good fun. We wouldn't be playing this game if we weren't having fun with it. And when it stops being fun, we'll all pop the discs out of our PlayStations and we'll back off of it and go find something else to do. Whether it's Bad Company 2 or heaven forbid, we'll play a little Call of Duty. And we try not to draw too much ire from that, but we draw a little bit. So anyway, on this second base, my favorite route's down that right side. It's kind of exposed, but the defenders don't really watch it that much. I try to watch it, but the spawns aren't really conducive to watching that side, so you can most of the time get in there uncontested and maybe have to clean up 1 or 2 defenders, and then you can go get the plant. So I get the plant here, but because I'm not really dead on with my aim and I'm a couple drinks in, I get popped trying to hide out in my corner there in safety and heal up and all that good stuff. So I'm yelling for my squad mates to blast this guy who's trying to disarm my plant, and needless to say, they get him. And as we can see right there, our dear friend Brian has joined us again, and he is making quick work of our enemy team. So anyway, long story short, we stayed together, and we played our kits how they were supposed to be played. We kept enemies off of the plants when they were planted. We offered suppression, we offered support, whatever we needed to offer to make sure that this thing kept going. And we were in it for the win all the way. We weren't kill whoring. We weren't out there trying to make montage clips or anything else. We were playing the game how it's supposed to be played, at least as we understand it. Having a good time in the meantime, chit-chatting amongst each other, and in all honesty, making plans to go see Act of Valor the next day, which we did. Great movie. Recommend it to everybody. Anybody who's interested at all. There are some great sequences in there that kind of put real life into an FPS kind of perspective. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of pulling on your heartstrings at moments with the movie. Because it reminds you that these operators out there are real people. And regretfully, I think it's something we lose touch with. With so much crap in the media, and many of us hiding inside video games and talking crap to one another. But all that said, it's a good movie. Actual operators were not just working as consultants on the film, but they were starring in it. It made a difference. As you can see right here, I ran back to preserve a ticket, and I couldn't get that guy revived in time. I wasn't really running for points. I was more interested in us keeping the ticket, because that A box on the inside can be really tough sometimes, especially when the defenders get along those catwalks up above, overhead, and they can just bring it down on you. There's a lot of good defensive positions in there. So I'll go ahead and go for the easy plant out here since there's nobody watching it. I don't have a lot of support. I can see my squad mates are kind of hanging back on the periphery, covering me, spotting targets. Everybody's keeping a check on the mini-map. I figure we're about halfway through the plant, so I'm going to run out here and see if I can't clean up anybody that's coming around the corner from their spawn to disarm, and basically just kind of enjoy the quiet side of the map. It is worth noting, this was not a full 12 on 12. We were running, I think, 11 and 10. The defenders were at a one-man disadvantage, but we were doing the best we could. We were on the late side of a gaming session on last Friday night, and we were having a good time. Just having a good time. Everybody was kind of settling in and settling out, and most of the chuckleheads with USASs and frag rounds had gone to bed or gone back to playing whatever game they were playing to start with. Anyway, all that being said, again, we take out that base. As far as I know, me and my squad never made it inside for that one. The rest of the team pretty much collapsed on the inside of it, and that worked out. It gave the defenders something else to do. We got the B-bomb on the outside pretty easy, pretty well uncontested. So we are rushing in here as hard as we can go. We're going to try and get these boxes planted and make short work of these guys. As short a work as we can. We're not really trying to put them out of their misery. We're not trying to stack up a bunch of kills or anything else. We just want to get the W for our team. The win is what it's all about, and Rush has been one of my favorite game types ever since I first got turned on by these two guys that I'm playing with. Bad Company 2. It's a blast. It's one of the only things that you can do that will get your pulse pounding good and hard, and you're actually getting to shoot real people. Albeit that as a video game, it's not all that real. Oh, there comes Daniel in the Humvee, just tearing through, riding in there as the Lone Ranger and having a great time with them. But anyway, these two guys, turned me on to really online first-person shooters with Bad Company 2, and we had a blast. A lot of weekend nights we'll get together and we'll lobby up and we'll go play the game and play it like it's meant to be played. Have a good time. And that's what it's all about. We want to have fun. When it stops being fun, it's time to hang it up. So, quick look at the scoreboard. Not a high point total. Went 4 and 3 and got a handful of ribbons, ranking up my assault kit there a little bit, and of course pulling out the MVP ribbon. And that wouldn't be possible without the other 10 or 11 guys on the team doing their job, playing their kit how it's supposed to be played, and everybody working together.